Hello and welcome back to Binge Retro. This is a series where I go through every single Evercade cartridge, pick my top 3 games that I like the most and do a kind of a short review of each one. And this time around, it's the biggest challenge that I've faced yet. It's the Piko Collection 1. This is the 9th cartridge, and let's just get it straight out of the way that Piko Interactive, who are a company that re-releases old retro video games and also releases new homebrew games. They are quite a controversial company within the retro gaming community for a couple of reasons. One is quality control, and the other one is the fact that they tend to go after people who release ROMs of games that they own the rights to. I'm not gonna go into this, basically. I myself work in the game industry, and what I'm gonna focus on in these videos is not controversies like that. I'm gonna stay out of them, and but I'm just gonna focus on the games. Is this good value? That's a good question, because this has 20 games on it. There have been some early cartridges that had like 5 or 6 games. This one has 20 games, and let's see what I think after I go through all of them. Which are my top 3 and what do I think about this cartridge? So, third on my list for my favorite games of Piko Collection 1 is probably the most basic game of the whole cartridge. I mean, this cartridge is full of kind of complex and kind of janky and wacky games, but Top Gear, or Top Racer as it's called on this cartridge, is just very, very simple. It's very low on mechanics. You just start racing, and then you just go off. And what this game, however, nails is the feel of it. I mean, it's fast. It just feels really good to play. Very simple. You have like 3 nitros. You can pick between automatic or manual, and you're just flying off. And the speed is fantastic. It just plays beautifully. The biggest challenge is the other cars on the track, and there's a 2-player mode. But I say Brazil's favorite racing game, Top Gear, or Top Racer as it's called here. Third on my list, absolutely. It's a superbly playable game. Number 2 on my list is one of those strange games from this collection. It's the Immortal. I actually grew up with the Immortal. I owned this game as a kid for my Mega Drive, and I really, really loved it. I mean, it is a very, very strange game. It's completely unique, and today I can understand if people think this is a little difficult, because there's a lot of like unexpected deaths. You have to learn the game properly. You have to know exactly where everything is and all the traps and everything. But when you had this as a kid, I mean, I would just play it all over, and I remember completing this game actually. And what is so fun about this game, it is the atmosphere. There's fantastic music. I know I hear that Commodore 64 music legend Rob Hubbard is involved in it. It's fantastic music. The graphics are so good. All the animations, the death animations are legendary. But there's just a mysterious air to this game. Like, I love how it starts. You start like waking up in a room, and there's a wizard calling out, just wanting you to help him, and it says, "Hey, Donrick, help me. There's just one problem. Your name is not Donrick." I love this. I love this start. I mean, it is a very atmospheric, very unique, and just a very cool game. I have a lot of fond memories of the Immortal, and just playing it today, it's a difficult task to play today because it's just a difficult game, but it oozes atmosphere. It's a really, really cool game. The Immortal, number 2 on my list. And my number 1 game for the Piko 1 collection is Dragon View, or Draken 2. Draken is a game who's also on the cartridge, but Dragon View I feel is a much more interesting and playable game than Draken. And what is so interesting about this game is that there's an open world exploration. For a 1994 game, like a 3D open world exploration, that's completely unique, and it really, really feels good to play also. I mean, sometimes you get lost, but I don't know. There's something about this game. It has some sort of magic in it, and what I really love also is the battle system. When you're exploring dungeons or when you're meeting creatures out in the open world, it becomes like a beat 'em up, like a fun beat 'em up with different items, and it just plays really well. Great animation, great graphics. I really like Dragoview, and I'm totally gonna recommend that everyone tries this game out. So, Piko Collection 1, what did I think? Well, this is a very interesting one because I think you could have 50 different Evercade collectors or owners, and none of them would pick the same top 3 out of this. And isn't that what the Evercade is about? Well, in my view, what I love about the Evercade is discovering new stuff and just getting a new cartridge, going through it, see what's there. Will I like some of it? Will I hate some of it? I don't know. But this cartridge to me, outside of the Immortal, was just a complete mystery. It was a mystery package. And isn't that really, really fun? 20 games. And they're all kind of janky. They're all kind of obscure. And I like it. I would say this is a must buy, mainly because I think you're gonna find maybe 4 or 5 games that you really like. But you're gonna have fun going through these, for sure. And that's what I want out of the Evercade. I want this. And Piko Collection 1, it's a must buy, for sure. And thank you for showing up for this video of my Evercade, me going through the Evercade library. And see you in others. And what are your favorites? What are your favorites from this cartridge? Please comment below. I would really, really want to know if I missed something or there are some hidden treasures here that I kinda skated over or something. Let me know.